People deluded, I'm back again. I hope you're all doing well and safe, people. Now, Everton and Arsenal's under 23s both shared a share of the spoils. Better yet, they both drew 1-1. For Arsenal, it doesn't help us. I think there's 5 games left. I don't think we've had a win in like 8. I could be wrong, but relegation looks like a serious possibility. In the grand scheme of things, I don't want Arsenal to get relegated, but the results don't matter typically at 23s level. But it is concerning because, again, in terms of learning lessons, I think some of these players need to understand how ruthless football is and why you need to kill off a team, because the last couple of weeks I've been sitting there and I feel Arsenal are hard done by. Our draw away at Southampton, our draw away at Everton. We've played well, we've dominated possession and stuff like that. But much like our first team, we need to understand it's a 90-minute game. We need to understand you need to kill off teams when you have the lion's share of possession, when the game is all in their half, when you have them at your mercy. Things that I feel were in play playing Everton. And even more reason to take your chances, because like you saw against Everton, I won't say they had one chance, because I think with Isaac Price in the 6th row, they had a number of quality players. In fact, let me check my actual notes that you lot can't see, so I'm not missing out things. In terms of Everton players I was impressed by, they've got Tyler in the 8. He's got a good physical quality against him. He's very graceful on the field. He glides. He played for Everton against Wigan in the FA Youth Cup. I really liked Isaac Price in that number 6 role. I think Hunt worked well. I think Ryan Hughes worked well. Obviously, they have the experience. Nathan Broadhead, a 22-year-old Welsh international. So this is where our boys have to learn, people, really, really and truly, of how to be better. Now, it was obviously an interesting game. You saw Daniel Ayoke in a centre-half position, and he's played in a bunch of roles since becoming a first-teamer. But yeah, man, it was a frustrating game, people. If I show you my notes, and let me scroll down so I don't ruin some of it. We had nothing to show for it, really and truly, quite frankly. If I just do this with you guys, apologies for the slight delay. But yeah, people, that's meant to say aggressive. I think we made a good start. It was a very good start from us. The lion's share of possession was in their area. They couldn't get out. We had a lot of possession. They were doing well getting men behind the ball. I think this is where we need to learn. Our possession didn't correlate to scoring goals because it's kind of all in front. We're kind of huffing and puffing without really threatening them. I think Trey Coyle was quite lively in that regards and looked to be one that's going to make things happen. I did want to see a lot more from Joao Lopez and have been underwhelmed. I did think Everton, when they could break, tried to, but what shocked me is they were aggressive in the tackle. When they tackled, they meant it, people. I think we did well because we were forcing them into mistakes. I did think they broke a couple of times, but all in all, the majority of the game is in our half, people. Balogun needs to do a bit more in the early stages, and after that, he's waking up. He's having half chances. Like, they're not, again, we need to do a bit better, but on the left and the right-hand side, we've got overloads, we've got possession, but I don't think we're harming them or asking real questions of Everton, something that the first team are guilty of. Like I said, man, Balogun is making some lovely runs and he's showing he's up for it. Coyle seems to be one that's going to make things happen. We're doing all right, but as I said, we need to score a lot of possession without actually asking any real questions, and that's the name of the game. You can be at it for 40 odd minutes, people, and if you don't score, you're in absolute problems. And shortly before half time, how it goes in football. You have 100 chances, the opposition get one, and it's a very good move from Everton, really and truly. It's a good move. They've won the ball back from us. I think Price was involved. I could be wrong, but long story short, the ball's gone out to the right hand side. It's delivered in, and it's a lovely cross. Both our centre halves are ball watching. That Nathan Broadhead, the 22-year-old, more experienced striker in relation to the defenders, gets in between them, make sure it goes in, and it's a very good goal. It very much is a sucker punch to Arsenal. It is a bit of a pill to swallow because on one hand, I don't think we deserve that, but on the other hand, this is where football is getting. Some of these boys are going to go out on loan, have careers at Arsenal or elsewhere, and they need to understand this is as real as it gets, people. Second half, I think I was impressed with us because we came out aggressive in a different way, and that we was kind of peed off that we've let ourselves down, and I was seeing more intent, more desire, more asking questions, that we're earning more corners. Balogun's trying to score and do the mad thing. I'm liking it, people. We shouldn't be in this situation, but I'm liking how my boys are reacting, people. Balogun is starting to draw good saves from them. We had a very good strong opening 10 minutes in the second half, I believe. Obviously, eventually at the end of the game, Balogun scored, and it was a good strike, people. Not too far out from the box. Obviously, he slotted it confidently into the corner. Very good finish by him. And I just have to assume he's going, he's leaving. It's March now. There's no talk of new deals. Hopefully he stays. If he goes, it is what it is. good luck to you, Balogun, because I do think when I see Balogun, when I see Trey Coyle, even to a degree, George Lewis, a lot of you boys need to start trying to play elsewhere and play first team football, you know. When you look at it, so we did. It is what it is in that regards, people. In terms of my ending thoughts, I don't think Jack Henry played amazing, but I feel that the under 18s lad, he equipped himself. He did his thing. He put a foot in. Couple nervous moments, but generally he was quite sound in anything he needed to do. Obviously Daniel is still learning the tricks and the trades and of being a centre half, but it was interesting to see him in that role, and he adapted to it quickly. I don't know where the club see him, but that could be it. He did arrive as a winger or something like that from Barnet, and now look, people, it's funny how things work out. In relation to us, you know, there's 8 games, I believe. I mean, there's 5 games left, and we haven't won in 8. So, and it sounds ridiculous saying that or something like that, something mad like that. So it's quite appalling. And when I look at Arsenal in terms of the league standings, people, it's not pretty. We're 9th. Sorry, people, that's the first team. I wish we was 9th. Tables. We're now 10th, people. You know, we're a point, you know, we're above the drop zone in 11th, assuming 3 teams go down. I don't actually know. We are on 21 points. Leicester are behind us on 17, but they have a game in hand on us, people. And it's quite disappointing because, again, like the Southampton game, I think 3 points were there. We just needed to go out and get it, and we failed to do that. But it is what it is. Like I said, Everton won, Arsenal won. That's that in relation to the 23s. On that note, people, please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and check out the rest of the content. I'm out.